underbody's taken some damage, I suggest we box so we can check it out. You're leading the pack, that's P1. And just behind us are Norris, Leclerc and Russell. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1 minute 19.7. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Daniel, Norris and George Russell. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back. Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Daniel lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Leclerc, Albon, Drugovich, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Hauger, Joe, Doohan, Ricciardo, Perez, Stroll, Tsunoda, Ocon, Bottas, Liam Lawson, Magnussen and Logan Sargent. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. They've been involved in a number of costly incidents lately. That's got to affect their mindset going into this race.
It's not an idea.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going. Okay, so let's go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs. Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Oscar Piastri will be very happy with that result as he extends his championship lead. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, goodbye. We're under the lights once again here in Qatar. Last year we took a year off due to a small footballing tournament that was being hosted, but it's all excitement on the track now. We're back here in Lusail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique three-prong shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Albon, Verstappen, Joe, Ricciardo, Hauger, Doohan, Perez, Drugovich, Tsunoda, Ocon, Bottas, Sargent, Daniel, Norris, Stroll, Liam Lawson, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. The last few races have been a bit rough for them, unable to get a clean run. That's got to have some effect on their
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please. Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful. That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you. Okay, you're in the top 10. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon. DRS is being enabled this lap. You can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Push now, we're boxing this lap. That's it, go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Dennis is coming in for his stop. gap to the car in front is 2.2 seconds. And Magnussen stopping now. Okay, that's P4. You're into P4. Okay, mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got some options for you, so go and check your MFD. The bodywork's taken a few scrapes. Try not to make it any worse, please. Side pods have taken damage. Keep an eye on your engine temperatures. Cooling may be adversely affected. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Your late turn-in meant we had a slower than planned pit stop, I'm afraid. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Okay, clear. Nice move, good job. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So another excellent win from Ferrari. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. Let's see how the driver's standings have changed. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Well, my driver of the day has to be Charles Leclerc. He was unstoppable out on the track today, weaving through the competition with ease.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. McLaren supplant the previous leaders and take control of the championship. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way towards the top. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix. Thanks for dealing with that. The department appreciates it. We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for the weekend has failed. Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen. I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. Thanks. I appreciate you taking the time to help out.